In a deep forest, where trees leaned over dark paths, lived a leshy. His story was a cloud of mystery, and even the bravest of forest creatures avoided this section of the woods, illuminated only by the faint light of the sunset's violet rays. People rarely dared venture into these dark thickets, but one day a group of brave men, in search of a lost treasure, decided to battle the forces of the Woodsman. They knew that the leshy could take on different guises and mesmerize those who dared to enter his realm. Rumors about the leshy were passed down from generation to generation, and everyone believed that he was a fearsome creature with eyes that glowed like embers in a fire and claws that could tear the bark of trees. It lived in the darkest part of the forest, where shadow and darkness merged to create an incredibly eerie atmosphere. A group of explorers led by a brave forest ranger went deeper into the forest, ignoring the warnings of the locals. They followed a narrow path surrounded by ancient trees whose branches created dark arches over the path. With each step forward, they felt the forest shrinking around them, as if it were breathing itself. Finally, they reached a place where the trees stood so close together that the sunlight did not penetrate the foliage. Here, in the shadows, they heard quiet rustles and whispers. Winds carrying the faint odor of rot and decay rose from across the area, creating a sense of mystery. The leader of the group, swallowing his fear, ordered his companions to line up in a circle. Everyone held hands, preparing themselves for what might happen. Something was moving in the darkness, their huge shadows dancing across the tree trunks. And now, a leshy in his fearsome form appeared in front of the group. His eyes glittered with an ominous light, and his claws glittered like knives. He looked at them as if seeing into the deepest subconsciousness of each of them. "Why have you come to my forest?" came a voice that sounded like the creaking of old trees. The leader of the group tried to say something, but the words stuck in his throat. The leshy raised his hand, and a somber chorus of ancestral voices and natural sounds rang out around them. "You have upset the balance, attracted darkness with your steps," the woodsman continued. "Now you will have to leave this forest and never return." The group, gripped by terror, turned and ran back, leaving behind the dark forest and its terrifying guardian. From that day on, they never dared to enter those dark thickets again, but in their dreams they continued to be tormented by visions of the forest's ominous eyes and growling voice, reminding them that the forest holds its secrets and does not forgive trespasses.